This is Professor Pete Alexander with the Winning at Business and Life podcast, where business leaders share their insights. It is 6 questions in 7 minutes because successful business leaders are busy and rarely have more time to spare. So let's get to it. Question number one, in a few sentences, please tell me who you are and what you do.
My name is Kristine, and I can't tell you what I do until I give you a little bit of context. A few years back, I became aware I was walking around outside in the snow in my socks with no shoes or anything. I knew I needed help from a mental health perspective, and let's suffice it to say that a journey that started in 2004 has led to what I do today. I support those living through mental health challenges and their family members as they navigate through recovery. My organization is called the Fierce Advocate, and the name is inspired by a local fierce advocate in the mental health arena.
Well, Christine, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show, and thank you for sharing that heartfelt story. I really felt it here in my heart. Question number two: what is something that makes you smile and/or laugh about working in your industry?
So, what makes me smile is knowing that I'm helping individuals who are struggling through life to regain their balance and get back to the life they were leading before.
I really like that, and I could hear the passion in your voice. It's really great. Question number three: I have a fictitious book with all the answers for business. What chapter would you think most companies should read?
I think most companies should read Engaged Leadership. I think it's really important that leaders are engaged in both their customers and with their employees. And I think that would be really helpful.
I agree with you. I think that having that engagement is critical to success. Thank you for that. Question number four: other than the generic work harder, have a great attitude, and care for customers, what advice would you give to other business leaders?
Well, reflecting on the engaged leadership chapter, I'll expand a little bit about that. I think that anyone can be a boss, but it takes courage, conviction, emotional agility, and humility really to be a leader and truly lead those who are working for us and truly be there for our customers at the same time.
Very insightful. Thank you. Question number five: what other business leader like yourself would you like to acknowledge and invite to be on my podcast?
Well, I'm still working on getting my list of business leaders who I'm associated with. So I don't have anyone right now. But if I can think of anybody in the future, I will definitely do that.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And our final question, question number six. Please tell me about your first job.
My first job was picking stones for my grandparents and feeding calves on their farm. And that was many, many years ago and not paid. My first paid job was a paper route, though. So I started that at age 12. So,
Oh, I love it. And, for our younger listeners, the paper was basically printed web pages, right?
yes, that's so true. Delivered to the door daily.
Exactly. With yesterday's news.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta love that. Well, Christine, thank you so much for being on the show. How can people find you?
They can either reach me on my LinkedIn profile or at thefierceadvocate.com.
Perfect. This is Professor Pete Alexander with the Winning at Business and Life podcast. Get hundreds of amazing business insights from previous guest episodes on your favorite podcast app. Thanks for listening.